you know, they hire me because they trust my taste and they look to me for guidance. But I always say, this is your show. You've got to be happy with who you go with. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean,
it's a conversation too. It's like, you know, that they may have, you know, like, what do you think? And then it can be a conversation, you know?
like we had a situation, we were casting a film and it was down to 2 girls, and one of them was like a Tony Award winner, beautiful girl, and you know, all that. And then the other girl was like more street. It was a Hispanic bartender in Queens, New York. And my boss, Judy, really liked this Tony Award winner, you know, she's amazing. And the other girl was very good on her own, but she's different. She just had a different quality. And the director asked us both, you know, what do you think? And well, actually what he asked me was, who, out of the 2 women, who feels more Queens? Because it was also set in the neighborhood that I live in, so I was very familiar with that vibe. And I said, I actually think the other girl, not the Tony Award winner, feels more Queens. And I said, but you know what? You gotta leave this room. You've been in auditions all day. Get away, go eat something, go back and look, because you're gonna have a different perspective. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a room where I've been like, oh my God, that actor's amazing. Then I go back and I look at the tape again and I'm like, oh, not really. And then the opposite, right? You guys know. Like the opposite where you're just like, all right, whatever. And then you go back and you're like, wow, I don't know what that is, but you know, you're also...
A lot of time it's the energy that the guy takes the room, and then without the energy of the meeting, the personal meeting, it just...
Yes, because you're in the room and you're watching the monitor, but you're feeling their energy in the room. Yeah, exactly. Which is an important thing for us, but it can be deceptive because, like I said, then you can go back and relook at the tape and be like, oh, not so much, or, you know, whatever. But my point in this was that, so the director the next day called and he said, you know, I want to go with the girl that's from Queens. And my boss got a little mad at me because she thought I had said that I liked her better, but I said, no, that's not the question he asked. He asked who feels more Queens. And I said, I think Michael knows pretty much what he wants. I'd like to think I'm important, but not as important that I've influenced the director. And then, you know what, like a year later, the film came out, and she was great. You know, so yes, the other one was Tony Award winning, and, you know, she would have been amazing in it, but this girl was amazing and authentic. And that really, at the end of the day, is what served the film. So the best actor doesn't always get the job. Huh?
Now we want to see the film.
It's called Roadie.
We have one last question, please. Because we are a little bit for YouTube.
Me? Okay, I haven't heard from you. Yes?
Hi, my name is Luna. I'm an actress. I wanted to ask you if you think it's a good way to build your way to U.S. through Europe. Means that we all know that field in U.S. is really rich and it's hard to be visible. But let's say if you have a manager, American manager, that she's located in Europe, and she can probably at the beginning just bring you more European projects. Is it good, like, to build your resume and take more projects and movies, and with that then go, like, take that big step and go to the US, or is it a waste of time and you should head to work the goal immediately?
You know, we've had this discussion in the other countries. Why not stay here and build up as much as you can? It's just going to be that much better coming to the States than somebody who's starting from scratch and being like, okay, I don't have a body of work that you've done that I can sell you. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's, you know, all done in Israel, it's something. Because agents and managers in the US, first of all, there's a million of them, but they also have caps on their clientele too, so you really have to be special. You know, they're not in the business of developing. When you get to a certain level of agent or manager, then like maybe there's some agents or managers in Israel that are really good with that, right? They're like, you know, I'm gonna help you build this resume up and get you seen and create that circuit here. And then you've got something to go over with, as opposed to just coming in, being like, I want to be an American, be an actor. You're going to face the same problems like any American actor would without having anything to jump off of.
Yeah, and also, I know an actor, it happened a while back, but I know an actor who got to work in this UK production of this, it was a movie, and he got a it wasn't a really small part, it was kind of a small to medium-sized part, but the movie itself did really, really well. It was just but it was a very unknown thing at the time, but he got cast, and it was a movie that did extremely well, and he was all around the European circus, like the Berlin Festival and Cannes and everything. I don't know if he won any big awards, but I know he was one of those movie, talk of the festival kind of a movie, and he got his whole career on that movie because he went to Cannes himself. He met a lot of American agents that were there, because a lot of American, like from big agencies, will go to Cannes Festival and will meet those type of talents. And he got a really big agent right off the bat, and he started working right off the bat. But that was kind of a lucky break for him. That doesn't happen very often, but it's a bigger chance that would happen for you here in Israel, I think, or anywhere in Europe, than it would happen in the States, I think.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We probably, if we taped it, so we will, you could look at it. תודה שבאתם.
מה שהם